I'm going to be reviewing a beer from Scofflaw Brewing out of Atlanta, Georgia called Karen from Next Door. It's got an ABV of 6% and it's got Karen right there on the label. She's got her bob haircut and she's on the phone wanting to speak to the manager. So, let me read what it says on the side of the can. Scofflaw Brewing Company's New England Style IPA. Karen is a slang term for an entitled, obnoxious, middle-aged white woman, especially as featured in memes, generally stereotyped as having a blonde bob haircut, asking to speak to management, to voice complaints, or make demands. So I have no idea what this is supposed to taste like. But hopefully it doesn't have me wanting to speak to the management. Let's put it in a glass and see what it looks like. I've had other beers from Scofflaw and they were great. Got a nice powerful hiss coming out of the can. It's light, it's cloudy. It's a New England style IPA. Big head, and I love, those are big bubbles in the glass. As you can watch the beer filtering down through them, and the beer is getting taller in the glass. You know, it's just, it's free entertainment. Well, it's not free, you bought the beer. But, I mean, I just like watching it. There's something mesmerizing about watching the bubbles in the head as they're kind of getting out of the way as the liquid beer that's up in here is filtering down through those bubbles and coming down here, which makes the beer get taller in the glass. There's just something it's mesmerizing. I paid for it. Not only do I want it to smell good, taste good, look good, I just like watching that nice little show. I mean, just because I poured it in a glass doesn't mean I need to take a sip like that very instant. I got time to wait. I don't slam beers anymore. I drink them for the flavor. I drink them for the whole experience. So, I soak everything in. So, that being said, this is Karen from Next Door. And let's see what it smells like. This smells like I just went to Lowe's or Home Depot and bought a couple of 2x4s, and that's pine, and I cut them. I got a saw in my garage. Like, I cut through the 2x4, and that smell. When you cut wood, it gives off an aroma, and that aroma that it gives off is what I'm smelling from this beer. This is 100% pine that's been cut. Not a pine cone, not pine needles, pine wood that's been cut. That is the 100% of the aroma that I'm getting. And I like that smell. Guys like rugged scents. Fresh cut wood, going to the tire store where they got all those new tires in there, and you walk in and you just smell all that rubber, and it's like, it's like, it's a great smell. However, women kind of don't like that smell. Leather. I love the smell of leather. Women are kind of like, you know, they like the flowers and the sweet things, you know. Guys like the rugged scents, you know. Cut some wood, smell some rubber. That's what we like. So it's got a fantastic smell. Fresh cut pine wood. Let's see how she tastes. Well, the thing that jumps out at me the most is the lack of carbonation. Like now, when I first poured it in there, I was hoping it was carbonated, but those bubbles were so big, and the bubbles in the head are so big. Like, I'm sitting here watching them, and as they pop, it's like poof. It's like, I mean, the head just is collapsing quickly. This head would not last a minute. I don't think it would last a minute. It's just very large bubbles. And all those large bubbles came out of the beer and now they're sitting right here. There's none left in the beer. This tastes like I had maybe like some pineapple juice and some orange juice, and I mixed them together to make a little fruit punch, and then put ice in it, which I never understood people that put ice in fruit drinks, because the ice is going to melt. Even if it melts just a little bit, now it's adding water to the fruit juice, which is going to water down the flavor, and I don't like that. I mean, orange juice, you should drink, you put it in the refrigerator, drink it cold, pour it in a glass from the refrigerator, drink it cold. It's not going to get watered down on you because there's no ice in it. This beer, to me, tastes like at one point it had ice in it, and then the ice melted. So now it's a watered down flavor, which I don't like. It's the only thumbs up that I can tell from this beer so far is from the smell. That fresh cut pine wood scent smells fantastic. However, the beer tastes very watered down. And since this is Karen from Next Door, it kind of has me wanting to pick up the phone and calling and asking to speak to the manager, because that kind of, I don't like that. I like bubbles in my beer. I like flavor in my beer. This has a flavor. Like I say, it is flavored. It just, to me, tastes like it's watered down flavor. If it didn't have the watered down portion, the flavor that is there would be great. However, it also needs to have that carbonation, because when it comes across your tongue and it's just smooth and silky, with beer, that's a flatness. I don't like a flat beer. I like my beer to just grab a hold of my tongue and, let me know that I'm tasting something. This just slides over my tongue like it's, my tongue is all greased up, and this is just going whoop right down into my stomach. It's like it doesn't want to hang out on my tongue and let me taste it. It just wants to slide on down. Man, the flavor, the more that I'm drinking it, the more I'm noticing the flavor. And like I say, it tastes to me like pineapple juice and orange juice mixed together. But it's just watery. It's watered down. When I was in the beer store, and I asked them, because I told them I review beers and I want to try something new. You got anything new? And they said, oh, we just got this stuff in today. This was last week or two. It's called Karen from Next Door. And they said they all tried it and they liked it. But they wanted, because I'm a beer reviewer, they wanted my opinion. So I bought some. And they didn't even get the reference to Karen. They're not sure why it's called Karen from Next Door, but it's a craft beer and that's what they called it. And I said, well, Karen, looking at the label, Karen is that stereotypical woman who complains about everything, wants to talk to the manager because nothing is right, and she thinks that she should have everything right, Her day should always be perfect, and nothing should ever be a little bit. Okay, so battery dies in the middle of review. Charge the battery. Beer is headless, and I forgot where I was at, but I think I was saying that this beer, while it has a great aroma, that fresh cut pine wood, the flavor is just watered down. Like I say, battery died. I don't know where I was at, but I'm just going to say, you got some orange juice and pineapple juice, you mix them together, you make a little, fruit punch, and you throw some ice in it. Why you would do that, I don't know, but you throw ice in it, and now the ice melted, and now it's watered down. All the punch is watery. That's what I've got here. I've got a flat, because there's no carbonation, it's a flat, watered down fruit juice. That's what I've got. And this Karen from Next Door, This makes me want to be Karen, and it makes me want to ask to speak to the manager and get comped for this beer, because the smell alone isn't going to cut it. I don't buy a beer strictly for the smell. I want it to taste great, and this beer just doesn't do that. It's watered down and it's flat. 10 for the aroma. I'm going to give it a 3. A 3 for the flavor and the carbonation, or lack thereof. So, disappointing. This is the first Scofflaw Brewing Company beer that I've tried that I did not like. Hopefully they'll do better in the future. Maybe that's what they were going for. That's why they called this one Karen. They wanted people to speak to the manager about it. Well, guess what? Mission accomplished. Thanks again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell so you can be notified. I'm uploading 3 videos a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I want you to see them all, so please hit that notification bell so you can know when these videos are coming out. Go on the journey with me. Thank you, all my viewers, for 10,000 views. I really do appreciate it. Thank you, and I look forward to the next review and having you right there with me. Till then.